My dear viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I shall discuss about the transformer, its basic construction and working principle. Electrical energy is generated at a place from where the distance of users is usually very long. Due to various reasons, it is impossible to set up generating station near all the users. The generated voltage is stepped up to a suitable transmission voltage by a step-up transformer at the station. Due to economical consideration, high voltage transmission is preferred. This high voltage transmission energy is stepped down to a suitable voltage according to customer choice at different places, keeping the generating station at their load center if possible. Where this transmitted high voltage is stepped down to a suitable voltage is called a substation, and obviously a step down transformer is needed here. So contribution of transformer for distribution of electrical energy to the user according to their choice is beyond doubt. This is a general view of a transformer with its common parts. Please watch. Basic construction and working principle of a transformer. A transformer generally consists of a soft iron or silicon steel core and two windings placed on it. The windings are insulated from both the core and each other by suitable insulating material. Core is built up of thin lamination of say soft iron or silicon steel to provide the path of the magnetic flux. The winding that connected with supply main is called primary winding, and the winding connected with the load circuit is called secondary winding. But in actual construction, the two windings are usually wound one over the other. To describe the theory of transformation, here two windings are shown on opposite side of the core limb. When primary winding is connected with an AC supply, a current which creates alternating flux phi flows through it, which link with secondary winding, and thus an EMF is induced in the secondary windings, but frequency of voltage remains same. This induced EMF in the secondary winding drives a current in the connected load circuit. Thus, the energy is transformed from primary winding to secondary winding by means of electromagnetic induction without any change in frequency. The flux phi also links with primary winding and produces self-induced EMF. This self-induced EMF opposes the applied voltage in the primary winding. This EMF is called back EMF. In fact, this back EMF in the primary winding limits the primary current. Now come about step up and step down transformer. When high voltage at primary side is transformed to low voltage at secondary side, then the transformer is said to be a step down transformer. Similarly, low voltage at primary side is transformed to high voltage at secondary side, then the transformer is called step-up transformer. In the case of step-down transformer, number of turns of primary winding is higher than that of secondary. On the other hand, for step-up transformer, number of turns at primary winding is lesser than that of secondary winding. Now come to the explanation of EMF equation of a transformer. Since the primary is connected to AC supply main, so an alternating flux will be created within the core that varies sinusoidally. Now a graphical representation is shown here. Let us draw x-axis and y-axis. Along x-axis, keep the time t, the duration of flux creation. Along y-axis, keep the flux phi. One cycle of a sinusoidal wave of the flux is drawn here. The flux attains its maximum value at positive half is plus phi m and at negative half minus phi m. Again, flux attains its maximum value at 1/4 of the cycle. So, the small time dt taken by the flux to attain its maximum value at first quarter is 1 by 4f second, where f is the frequency in cycle per second. d phi by dt is the rate of change of flux in small time dt. We know the induced EMF of the transformer varies as number of turns n into rate of change of flux d phi by dt. Flux attains its maximum value from 0 in 1/4 of a cycle, that is dt is equal to 1 by 4f second, f in cycle per second. Therefore, average rate of change of flux d phi by dt is equal to phi m by 1 by 4f is equal to 4f phi m. The average induced EMF E average is equal to n d phi by dt is equal to n into 4f phi m. Since flux varies sinusoidally, therefore ERMS is equal to 1.11 E average. Therefore ERMS is equal to 4.44 nF phi m volts. EMF induced in primary with N1 turns E1 is equal to 4.44 N1 F phi m volts. EMF induced in secondary with N2 turns E2 equal to 4.44 N2 F phi m volts. Therefore, E1 and E2 approximately equal to V1 and V2, the applied voltage and load voltage. Now, V2 by V1 is equal to E2 by E1 is equal to 4.44 N2F phi m divided by 4.44 N1 F phi m. That is V2 by V1 is equal to E2 by E1 is equal to N2 by N1 is equal to K, the transformation ratio. Thank you for watching this video.